Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight an absolutely massive Steam PC game summer sale. And it's not the summer sale that's happening directly on Steam, it's the summer sale from our good friends over at Green Man Gaming, which these deals for these particular games are beating out the prices on the Steam sale. And guess what? You buy these games on GMG, and you get Steam keys that you redeem on Steam, and you are good to go. You have those games on Steam, and you're getting them even cheaper. Cheaper than Steam, no tax, so on and so forth. If you are an XP member on GMG, which you just get by buying things at Green Man Gaming, you'll see the best price already listed. If you are not an XP member, use the code SIZZLE15, that is SIZZLE 15, and you'll save an extra 15% on games when you use the code. So again, if you're an XP member, you're already getting the best deals, and if you're not, Sizzle15 is the code that you want to use. Now, I'm going to highlight some of the deals that are available. Obviously, there is a significant more amount of deals that are available that if you go through the sale yourself, you'll find them as well. So right off the top, Dragon's Dogma 2, 32% off for $47.59. Great price on Dogma 2, a game that just came out a couple months ago. Not really my cup of tea, but, that just might be me being a filthy casual, and, some of the elements of the game didn't really hit home with me, but I definitely understand why people really did enjoy it. There's a significant amount of content, a good amount of replayability with the different ways to play. And ultimately, I think you'll enjoy it quite a bit. $47.59 for a game that is this new, I think is a really, really good deal. And definitely one, if you're interested in a game like this, worth checking out. Next up, a lot of buzz around Elden Ring right now. Well, Elden Ring, the base game, is 37% off for $37.79. Obviously, the expansion just came out, Shadow of the Erdtree. And if you do want to buy the Shadow of the Erdtree edition, that's 12% off for $70.39. That's actually not a bad deal, given that you'll get the base game and you'll get the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion, which is valued at $40, so that's not a bad pickup. But if you just want the base game, $37.79 for that. Horizon Zero Dawn down to $10.50, and Horizon Forbidden West down to $40.31. Now, obviously, play these games sequentially. Zero Dawn, I thought, had the better narrative, but Forbidden West, from a visual standpoint, a gameplay standpoint, content standpoint, is outstanding. The narrative goes kind of off the rails, but overall still really had a great time with both games. Forbidden West, from a PC port standpoint, is legitimately one of the greatest ports ever created. And Nix's software continues to outdo themselves with that as far as that element of it. Zero Dawn was a train wreck of a PC port when it initially came out, but is much better now and still worthwhile to check out. Next up, we have Hogwarts Legacy, 66% off for $20.40. Great deal on Hogwarts Legacy, a game that, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll probably enjoy this game even more than I did. Look, I don't have any care in the world for Harry Potter, but I end up really liking this game. I think from a gameplay standpoint, it's incredibly enjoyable. I thought the different magical abilities were fun to use, and overall, the game is a enjoyable open world experience. Does it have a ton of content? No, for an open world game, it's actually fairly contained, but I still ended up enjoying it, and guess what? This 30 to 35 hour open world action RPG, way more so up my alley these days than the bloat 100 plus hour RPGs. I really did enjoy Hogwarts Legacy, and for $20.40, great price on that. BlazBlue Entropy Effect is 34% off for $13.10. This game recently came out of early access, and by recently I mean like back in January. They sent me a copy of the game, and I was blown away. Action roguelites aren't really my cup of tea a lot of the times, but BlazBlue Entropy Effect was one that absolutely was fantastic. I think from a visual standpoint, incredibly flashy. The particles look great, and I am a BlazBlue fan, but, this game just has cool-looking anime characters, if you want to look at it from that standpoint, because it has no real connection to BlazBlue outside of featuring, Ragna, Jin, and these characters that are iconic within the BlazBlue universe. I mostly played as Jin in this game, but, utilizing all of the different characters and figuring out their abilities adds a layer of replayability to the game and really does make it enjoyable. Soundtrack is great, and overall had a great time with it. $13.10 on that is fantastic. Mortal Kombat 1 Premium Edition is 66% off for $37.40. Decent pickup on that. MK1 wasn't really my fighting game of choice, but still pretty damn good. And, for this price point, I mean, it released at $110 9 months later, literally down to a third of that price at $37, if my math is correct, around a third of that price. So yeah, $37.40 for that is great. Persona 3 Reload, 41% off for $41.64. Now, the game is available on Xbox Game Pass, but I know some of you guys aren't big Game Pass guys these days, and you just want to buy your games and own them on Steam. If that's the case, P3R is a great buy, a full-on remake of Persona 3. Unfortunately, the FES content, Sega gonna Sega, and lock that behind DLC, and Atlas, for that matter. Atlas and Sega, man, they are a match made in heaven when it comes to a nonsense like that. But $41.64 for the amount of content you're getting, still a pretty good pickup. Then we have my frontrunner for Game of the Year right now, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, 41% off for $41.64. Now, the other Yakuza games are on sale. Like a Dragon is like $10 and change at GMG. A lot of you guys got that through Humble recently, but Infinite Wealth is phenomenal. You have Ichiban Kasuga and Kazuma Kiryu as the main protagonists, and while I think it would be ideal to play Yakuza 0 through Yakuza 6, or at least some of those titles, you can just play Yakuza Like a Dragon and then jump into Infinite Wealth. You just won't have a greater appreciation for the Kiryu side of the story and a lot of the fan service that goes into that. But it's still a very, very enjoyable game. The story contained in Infinite Wealth is really well done. A ton of content, almost overwhelming, but the thing with Like a Dragon is that you don't have to do everything. Like, I wasn't big into Dondoko Island. A lot of people were and sunk a ton of hours into that. I personally didn't. Like, I messed around with it for a little bit and I moved on, but, you know, that's what Yakuza really excels at and Like a Dragon really excels at, offering a variety of content that you can really dabble in and do whatever you want. So it's tremendous in that regard, so definitely do check that out. You know, still a hefty price point, but given it just came out, not a bad price, all things considered. V Rising, 42% off for $20.33. Great price on a game that did have its price jacked up recently as it came out of early access. A notable survival game there. You know, not really my genre of choice, but $33 for that. Days Gone, $10.50. Good price on Days Gone, a game that isn't at the caliber of the top-level PlayStation exclusives, but still a worthwhile game, all things considered. XCOM 2 The Collection, 93% off for $6.80. Tremendous, tremendous deal. XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. A ton of content, can be pretty challenging, but incredibly rewarding as well for $6.80. Just a phenomenal pickup. And then lastly, is a deal I'll mention. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, $12.60. Absolutely loved Guardians of the Galaxy, the game. I played this game before ever watching the movies and had no attachment, no affinity towards the Guardians, but really vibed with them as characters. Loved Star-Lord, thought Rocket was a great character, and the whole cast is really well done. You know, people weren't crazy about the gameplay, and you do just play as Star-Lord and use the other characters more so as support characters, but overall I did enjoy the game. Great soundtrack as well, just a really well done game in my opinion. Unfortunately, a commercial flop, but these things do happen and we won't get a sequel. At least I don't think we will, though, so is what it is as far as that's concerned, but definitely worthwhile to play Guardians of the Galaxy. And that is going to do it for me. Again, these deals are better than the same deals available on Steam, and you get Steam keys, you redeem them, and you're good to go. Links to all of these in the description box below. You buy anything, I do get a kickback, and that is much appreciated. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.